Hi Gemini, welcome to your February 2022 monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This will not resonate with every Gemini that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Gemini, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Gemini and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. My intentions for this reading, Gemini, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you, to ask what will be happening for you in the month of February, to ask about the themes, whether that's in your love life, your career, spiritual life, evolution, whatever Spirit would like to bring forth shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us in this space now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl as always to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's do this. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Geminis in February 2022. What is the energy? What are the themes? What part of life is this going to impact Gemini's life? Career and romance, spirituality. Tell me what's going on. Wow. So it's your first card is Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward. Gemini, I feel that this is something from Spirit to tell you that what you're doing, where you're moving towards, any goal you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, any job you've been wanting to push yourself harder at, there's a specific goal and plan that you have in mind. And maybe some of you are starting to doubt this because this is quite the climb here with the mountain energy coming through. There's something that you've been working towards for a very, very long time, putting your blood, sweat, and tears into this. And some of you, because it hasn't come about yet, or it hasn't manifested the way you thought it would by now in a specific timeline, you're worrying if it's ever going to happen for you. But Spirit, if you guys have been the ones to ask about this, it feels something related to your career, but it could also be a certain relationship. Keep going. You are being drawn to this career path towards making a certain lifestyle change, wanting to move forward in a specific opportunity that it just feels like you guys are just trying to set a goal here and it hasn't exactly hit the target. Not yet, but it will. Know that. And whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whatever it is you're moving towards, I feel not a lot of people will achieve this. It's something that may be very competitive. It's something that a lot of people seek, that they want in their own lives. And you're wondering if you have what it takes to stand out, to make an impact, to accomplish this goal. It feels very much like a goal. And Gemini, I want you to know that you have everything. You are the person that would be fit for this role. You are the person that Spirit is urging to move forward in this. You have the talent, you have the skill, you have the drive and the ambition. So for those of my Geminis who are just starting to waver in faith, or who are trying to push themselves to keep going despite that voice in their head that's just saying, you're not going to get there, it's not going to happen. Spirit wants you to just put that voice at ease and know that you're making the moves, you're making the effort, and you're doing everything you can now to get there. Keep going. You're almost there. February may be that time where it just feels like you feel it coming. You feel it, in your soul that this is meant for you, but the evidence isn't being shown yet. But Spirit does not want you to give up your strength. Spirit does not want you to give up your courage in this. Keep going. Wow. All right. Let's see what else is happening. Tell me more. And you're absolutely on the right path, Gemini. Don't question your journey. Do not question your path. You are absolutely where you're supposed to be right now in this very moment. Tell me more. And everything's going to be okay, too. Protection. As I said that, protection's here. So Gemini, you have like a guardian. It could be a guardian angel. It could be a guardian spirit around you. This is an energy that fights for you, that protects you with every being of their effort. If something or someone didn't make its way into your life, it's because it wasn't meant for you. But this is not pertaining to that goal. The reason why I feel like there's doubt coming up now, Gemini, is because you're remembering those times when a certain relationship didn't happen, when you heard that no from a job offer. And I think those memories are what's really imprinting in your consciousness right now about what it is you can succeed in and what it is you are able to manifest. But if you, in the past, got a decline, got rejected, honestly, there was just something so much better. Or this energy that is so protective of you just did not want you to go down that way because it was not going to be in your best interest. There are things that you weren't seeing at the time that maybe in February you're going to find out why they rejected you, and it may have had nothing to do with you. Maybe it had to do with, certain things that they wouldn't want to show you. Like, for example, let's just say that if it was a company you applied for, they didn't make the income they were supposed to make last year. And they are scrambling to find, other ways to bring that income in, and to just bring someone new to the team would have been a detriment in their pot for, what they need to spend on to get that gain back. Stuff like that. So if you were to have been a part of that certain company, that certain group of people, that certain project, whatever it was, it would have been a bit of a waste of your time, and especially in relationships too. If I feel for my Gemini, there's someone out there who was upset about someone not returning, someone not coming back, someone not reaching out, someone ghosting maybe. I feel there's that, for those of you that resonates with, there's like that person who a lot of you already know who this is, that has wanted to reach out to you, has been typing out messages, but this energy is completely blocking them off because they're not in alignment with you anymore, Gemini. They're not meant to be a part of your path anymore. And even if you have a yearning for them or wishing for them, this energy just does not want that person anywhere near around you because it would be a detriment to you. And this energy of protection is trying to protect anything that is meant to be yours and to keep away anything that would disrupt that. But on this path you're on, Gemini, you are protected. You are loved. You are guided every step of the way. Even if there's times where you doubt this, you don't see the signs, you just don't get it. I think that's just the ego kind of overcomplicating things because it's trying to make logical sense of things that is not manifesting in the 3D yet. And that has to be relied on trusting in the universe. trusting in your intuition, your soul calling for it. But I do feel confident enough to say that whatever this is, this goal you have that you're so dead set on, it is meant to be yours. And along the way, if it's just how you get there, that's just the only thing that would need to be revised. Not the fact that whatever it is, your dream is not meant for you. You just have to try another way. Go a different route. Find another person. That's just basically what has been the only block in this, is how to get there. But you know, for a lot of you that have been starting a new strategy, have been going about it in a different mindset, a different way, you know, I do feel that you will be protected in this certain strategy you've been thinking of to pursue this. I do feel that there's a drive in you that cannot be relinquished, that cannot be dimmed out, even if recently you've been feeling a little bit sad about it or a little bit disappointed. Get back up and keep pushing, because I promise, Spirit, when I repeat myself, it's what Spirit wants to reinforce in the consciousness. This is meant for you. And I've just heard, I will protect you. So whatever this guardian being is, maybe it's even like a parent that passed away, or an older sibling, someone or entity that feels very, very protective of you, wants you to know that they got your back. And you're a lot closer to this goal than you may see or realize. There's just one more final push. There's just one more final step. And if you do feel weak, if you do feel drained, call upon, you know, some of you may put a name to this energy, but even if you don't know what this is, or you're just starting to meet them, get used to this energy around you, call upon them to give you that strength, to give you that light in that fight again. And I think they will be sending you their fight within them back into you to push you further. Wow. But you are very protected, Gemini. Let's keep going. Especially for those of you who may have had a family member who passed away that was in the military, that feels highly likely that this is the energy I'm talking about. Wow, yeah, and then we have polarity here. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So some of you may have a strong resonance with the symbol, the yin-yang symbol, but this is just recognizing, Gemini, that I feel some of you have been very hard on yourselves, whether that's because you haven't accomplished this goal yet, or if it's because you get in these moods where you feel burned out, you feel drained, and then you kind of beat yourself up for not pushing harder, for not doing more. Again, I wonder if some of you just grew up in an environment where you were always pushed, where you always had to prove yourself, where you always felt like you had to show what you had just to get some sort of recognition, just to get some sort of pat on the back. You know, I'm feeling like for some of my Geminis here, you grew up with tough love, and how that's kind of manifested in your consciousness was to always push yourself, but to also blame yourself if you didn't accomplish what you were imagining to accomplish in a specific way with a specific someone or a specific company, whatever, right? But I want to tell you this, Gemini. Some of the greatest people we've seen in history, some of the greatest writers, some of the greatest performers, some of the greatest leaders, they were told no many, many, many times. They were told you weren't good enough, you couldn't, you know, no thank you, you don't have what we need, there's nothing you can give us, whatever. Your ideas are wacky, they're not going to hit with anyone. Those people didn't let those no's stop them. I feel like there's an example, just off the top of my mind, you know, supermodel Gisele Bündchen was rejected 60 times before she got that contract and is now one of the, most renowned supermodels in the world. That's kind of like what Spirit wants to tell you, Gemini, and reassure you that those no's are not meant to stop you. People who don't see you for your talent, or even see you for your talent and are jealous of it, and don't want you to outshine them, don't want you to be a part of their project because they know you would kick ass in it. Honestly, whatever this is, they may be sending you, telling you, oh yeah, you know what, Gemini, just don't even try. It's so hard. You're not going to do well. It's going to tire you, stress you out. Don't let those naysayers be the final say in how you should feel about yourself and what you can accomplish. So if there is a shadow side to yourself, Gemini, that does doubt you, we all have that. If there's a shadow side to you that tells you you're not good enough, again, even the people who have succeeded in what they do, for their work, for how they leave their mark on the world, whatever, they get those same voices too. But I feel that you should recognize that part of yourself that wants to be recognized and loved. Thank that little voice that says, I know you're just trying to protect me, but I know this is right for me, and move forward with it. And others of you too, you may have been through a lot in life that a lot of people haven't been through. You may struggle with, a certain behavior and program that gets inherited to us through such situations that we've been through. I wonder if through that emotion you have, through that intensity of what you've been through, can you use that to create something amazing? I mean, again, some of the greatest writers in the world write when they're in dark places. It's a form of expression. It's a form of creativity that it, manifests in being so raw, so authentic, so real, that people are drawn to it. People can relate to it. Because even though people don't like to talk about the struggles they're going through openly, everyone has their own struggle. And Gemini, I think it's a time in February to connect with that energy within you that has been through a lot, that does feel afraid at times, but use it as fuel to create something better out of it, to almost use divine alchemy from changing that energy of holding you down, being an anchor, telling you you can't do it, and transform it into a light of, you know what, if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't be as compassionate. I wouldn't be as wise. I wouldn't be as strong. I think that's where you need to recognize how strong you are, how capable you are. You've been through the worst and yet you're still here. Give yourself that credit and use that voice, to just say, like, yeah, I may be scared, but I've been through worse before and I made it out fine. Again, I think you guys are just at that threshold where you're about to receive it. Maybe March or May is coming through very strong for me. The letter M, maybe that's your first, middle, last initial or something like that. But I feel that's when it's fully going to manifest for you. And in the meantime, get grounded. Maybe be okay with the emotions that are coming through, but discern what are the useful emotions, the useful voices that are in your head. They're all useful, truly, but what do you need to tell yourself to push you further so you can get to that end game? You can get to that goal. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, yeah, 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy. And this is under keep going forward. So yeah, a lot of you are really starting to become worried or stressed. There's certain illusions that are being formed within your consciousness right now because of how you're feeling about a certain situation, about where you should be by now. Whatever judgments or expectations you've held to yourself is starting to create all these scenarios of what could go wrong, the worst to happen. That is just distracting you, Gemini. It's distracting you, and it's keeping you from really recognizing the truth here, the truth that you are being drawn to this for a reason, that this is meant for you. You are talented. You are someone that can leave an impact in whatever career or community or people that you touch deeply. But for the fact that, you're not seeing everything very clearly just because of what hasn't manifested to your expectation, it's causing a lot of distractions. So in February, be very, very careful about the illusions. Be very careful about, certain energies, I feel, that are around you. Maybe it's certain influences, certain friends, but even just the memories of certain people in your life that have told you things to, keep you in reality, keep you in check. Whatever, it feels like a parent, but they just didn't know any better for themselves. They didn't see what you could achieve because they didn't have that same ambition and drive as you. They didn't have those same big dreams as you. So if they don't have that enlightenment within themselves, how can they have teach you, or how could they have taught you to believe in yourself? So I feel with the Seven of Cups, you're definitely working through a lot of emotions, but keep your eyes on the prize. Come back to reality, come back to clarity. And it's just simple as this. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel excited, passionate, if it's something that you have studied head to toe and know that you can pursue it, it's as simple as that. Anything else that's like, well, what if you don't have this degree? What if you don't have this experience? What if you're not good at this? Like, that's just a bunch of noise you need to clear out. Let's keep going. And this is kind of specific for a few people out there. Someone may have a glass of wine every now and then or smoke a joint just to calm themselves, calm their nerves, but don't be too dependent on that being your only coping mechanism. I do feel that is, no judgment here, but I do feel if someone is using certain substances a lot more, it is clouding your clarity. Just for someone out there. And this is not for someone who just has it every now and then. This is for lately, it's been a lot of usage of, alcohol, weed, maybe Xanax or something like that. Again, not for everyone, but for those of you that resonates with, be careful on becoming too dependent on that to cope with your stress, okay? Let's keep going. Tell me more. Four of Swords, Libra energy. I feel like you guys haven't given yourself that break. You're waiting for a break, that breakthrough, that promotion, but you've been really stressed about how you're going to get there. And I feel a lot of you have been burning yourselves out. I feel it's okay to take that time off, to take that day where you're just going to chill in your room, listen to your favorite music, meditate, relax, watch your favorite movie, and know that everything is unfolding the way it's supposed to. And I also feel, Gemini, again, if you feel like you just haven't been hearing from a lot of people, haven't been getting those emails about a certain job or a certain project or anything like that, it's probably because the jobs and opportunities that are being open to other people aren't right for you. And again, like, I feel that this energy, this protection energy, it could be even an archangel you work with, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, whatever it is, right? They want what's best for you. And I feel that if you're overstressing, overworking, overanalyzing, overthinking, it's taking away from you. So maybe this period of silence that's happening in your life for some of you is not meant to discourage you, but is meant to regenerate you, recuperate you, get your mental health back, get your physical health back if you have been sick. I hope you get better very, very soon. But I do feel that this point of stagnancy is not meant to discourage you. It's just meant to re-strategize. But still keep going. It's like if you're running a marathon, right? You're not just going to push yourself to run 20 miles. You're going to do what you can, take a water break, take a rest break, and when you're feeling good, keep moving forward again. Let's keep going. One more card. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Whatever this is, Gemini, it is fated for you. And nothing that is fated from you can be taken, can be prevented. And this is under the polarity card too. So I do feel lately you guys have had your ups and your downs. It has been a wild ride. It's like where you think you're about to have this achievement, this goal, it jerks you right, it jerks you left. I'm like seeing a roller coaster for some reason. It feels like a roller coaster, and your whole life's journey has been that way, as it is for most of us. But with whatever down periods, if you've been on the lower part of the wheel, I do feel that it's only temporary. And even during those times where we've had our highs, we've had that award, we've had that recognition, it is something that also that energy is temporary, because life is not a continuous state of elation or, stagnation. And that's what keeps life exciting. That's what keeps life, although it can be difficult, it is definitely a challenge that we bring ourselves up to persevere, to push through. So Gemini, again, I feel a lot of you have been going through this time of stress or of uncertainty, and it's because of the things you're not seeing in the 3D yet, but I promise and I can tell you it's only temporary. And during this time, re-strategize, recharge, heal, and then it's just right around the corner, that opportunity to expand, to grow, to get that offer, to get that promotion, to get that person who is right for you to reach back out and call you or to ask you on a date, that type of thing here. But, don't be so hard on yourself is what I want to say, Gemini, and everything is going to be okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, Leo energy. This is the final push. It truly, truly is towards whatever goal you're moving towards. And again, March, May, I feel it. That's when the sun is just about to come out. That's when you're going to see everything clearly. This 7 of Cups is not going to be around you for much longer. As long as you keep your eyes on the prize, keep moving forward, you are going to see the sun. You are going to see the light. You will get that success, that recognition, that enlightenment, even for some of you. Like, I wonder if Spirit has been putting this stagnation in your life just for now so you can build that toughness. Because whatever this dream is, this goal is, again, is something that a lot of people will not succeed in their life. You will, okay? But with that grandness of what this is, whatever it is for you, as this is general, you're going to need tough skin. You're going to need to have such unshakable faith in yourself that even when you hear a no or a rejection, that isn't going to stop you, because you know what's meant for you. And once you know that truth, you're unstoppable. All right, Gemini, so let's go ahead and pull a card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, written by Alana Fairchild. I'm going to pull the card and I'm going to read the passage from the book, because Alana Fairchild has been a writer, a healer that I've always connected with, and her words have helped me so much. I hope that these words will help you as well, and of course I'll bring my own interpretation to it. So let's wrap this reading up with Gemini's final message. Anything else that Gemini needs to know for the month of February, Spirit? You're just so close. You are. I don't know what else to say. Like, whatever is coming is big, and it's everything you've been working towards, fighting for. Anything else from your Geminis? There we go. Wow. Yeah, number 20. 20 may have some sort of resonance with you. Your birthday could be June 20th, May 20th. But it says, softly, softly, the tender touch. Yeah, you know, this is coming back to being kinder to yourself, Gemini. You're not a failure. You didn't make the wrong choices. You're not doomed to just not live a fulfilling life or whatever it's been kind of you've been feeling about this certain situation. It's going to happen for you. But before it can be given to you, Spirit wants you to realize your worth, to give compassion to yourself. Because if you have doubt, if you don't have faith in what you do and who you are, it's not going to give you that stability for when this does come about, for you to receive it and use this gift, this opportunity to your best of your ability. You're amazing just the way you are. I don't know who needs to hear that, but let's go ahead and see what the message is for my Geminis. All right, Gemini. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting that what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. This oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. Yeah, Gemini. Again, like I feel some of you are just not seeing the manifestation, not seeing the evidence. And that's making you question yourself. That's making you be hard on yourself unnecessarily. I mean, we could try to demand from the universe. We could try to force the universe and even at times be angry with the universe, but that still doesn't change the natural law. That doesn't change the natural flow of what is meant for us and our journeys. So Gemini, I want you to know that whatever this is that's been on your mind, in your heart, what you've been praying for, wishing for, it will happen for you. And just because you know this now, I'm telling you, Spirit tells you, give yourself that space to relax now, to surrender, to let go, and maybe even to heal anything that still provides insecurity within your heart, within your soul of who you are. So when this does come around, you're going to receive it, you're going to give full gratitude for it, and then there's nothing that's going to take it from you. You're going to use it to its advantage, leave a mark on the world, leave a mark in your community, be that person that everyone will look to saying, Gemini did it. And that's amazing. So February is just that month of just reminding yourself of who you are, what you want, why you want it, and just let nothing convince you otherwise. Amazing reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that this reading has resonated with you in some way. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.